running palms. Now, running palms is a skill that you will use throughout your whole sticky hands career, so to speak. But you start off playing around with it in singles. Now, what running palms is essentially is ignoring any force that does not attack you, that does not encroach or approach your center. Meaning, if I'm in contact here with Noah in single sticky hands or just wrist to wrist in whatever context, and the force is not going towards him, he does not need to pay attention to it. Meaning, if I'm pushing outward here like this, he doesn't need to force against my contact point. So if he does actually force on it, he'll be stuck there. But what he does, he keeps a sense of relaxation. He lets the wrist, he keeps the focus on me so that this can run towards my center. Maybe don't hit the mic, yeah? Yeah, like this, yeah? So it's running palms, yeah? Now that works in every direction that is not towards him. So, if I'm going towards Nai, he doesn't want to try and run palms on me now, because then I'll punch him in the face, right? So what he wants to do is, he's not actually changing anything. Noah's keeping his state on, keeping his focus on me, and letting any force go that does not attack him. So if I go up, same thing. If I go across this way, same thing. This way, same thing. There is a subtle movement of the wrist, like Hoon Sao, like this circling hand, to kind of potentiate it, but that becomes quite a natural reflex the more you practice. So in regards to playing around with running palms and developing that as a skill, what you do is you go through your single sticky hands as usual, right? So I'll be going from Tan to palm, he rolls to Wu, he goes to punch, I roll to Bong, and then I suggest initially you start off just one person reaching outwards and the other person practicing running palms. So Noah's going to practice running palms, and I'm going to purposefully reach across, up, or if you come down, down, yeah, or even down across the side. So I'm just going to go in any direction away from him for him to practice striking, right? Running palms. So as I go through, every so often, I'm just going to reach away from him, and he's going to hopefully run palms. So you go through your shapes and sequence. You should have a good feeling for the sequence and shapes now. Make sure your stance is on, spine tall. Run palms. You figure out the exercise or something? Okay. Yeah. For safety, I suggest you just target the chest as a white belt, because you're a white belt at this stage. In our system, once you've learnt Siulim Tao, sticking hands, and all the basic techniques, then you're a blue belt, and you can handle yourself against a newer, bigger opponent. Then you get to blue belt level. Blue belt level is where you start practicing Chum Q, the second form, right? So for white belts, I'd suggest you just aim for the chest just for safety purposes. And of course, if it's a female, be respectful and just stop in front. Now, from here, I keep going through from bottom position and just every so often reaching across and letting Noah practice run palms, right? And then I suggest you let your partner have a turn. Now, you can do it from either position. I was under and Noah was on top, so now I'm on top. So now we go through the sequence again. Slow it down a little. And every so often, I will force away, and he will run. Yeah? I'm top, right? Yeah. Spine tall, stance on. Sense your whole body. You can see how Noah's body started getting all wobbly and disconnected. Center and sense. Yeah. You see how now he looks more expanded, more open, and he's actually more robust now. Yeah. So Noah's developing the state quite well, but you can see he's still working on it. Yeah. Eventually, as you center and sense really well, see how Noah looks quite robust now. He's centering and sensing very well. Yeah. Now that's what you're looking to maintain as you develop. Yeah. So if Noah kind of turns the state off and watch him go kind of floppy, see how now it's all disconnected, right? And it's very easy to attack. Yeah. But once, this is for the more experienced practitioners or the ones who want to learn internal, he centers, he senses, he puts a good feeling in the center. Now, if he can maintain that now as we go through this, he's going to have a much more, not really, center, sense the whole body. Yeah, much more robust, relax the hips. Good. And then run palms. run palms. Don't try to control the run palms. See, I know I was trying to control that. Just run, yeah? Just go forward, yeah? Don't try to make it look a certain way or do anything. Your target is to land on the center. That's it, yeah? Yeah, and let it manifest how it does. Did you feel you were trying to do some fanciness there? Yeah. And then you can switch sides. I'm top now. So you can, once you've got a good feeling for that, you know, you've taken turns, I'm running palms, you're running palms with your training partner, you can get a bit more free flowing with it. Yeah? You can just kind of go through it a little bit faster, getting the feeling, running. I go on top now, yeah? Keep rolling. And he can start doing it at the same time to me as well, yeah? So he can start trying to push away, and I run palms on him too, yeah? So we can both start doing it, is what I'm trying to say. So as we go through singles, we can both start actually creating run palm situations for each other. Get the idea? So take turns playing around with running palms, your turn, my turn, top position, bottom position, and then you can both play around with it a bit more dynamically where you both make sure. Now, running palms essentially is just keeping your focus forward and ignoring forces that aren't coming at you. Okay, so if you do have any questions at all, once again, chuck them in the community, and we look forward to seeing you both in the community and on our next lesson.